Danny, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, good morning.
How are you, Danny?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I am living
Good
the
to talk to
dream.
you.
What's going on?
Awesome. So I'm having a bit of an issue with my director.
Okay.
She's been calling out a whole bunch, delegating more of her work for me to do, and then asking me to come in on weekends to complete things that she wasn't able to get through during the week. I'm wondering if I should bring this up to her or if I should go to HR.
Is she paying you extra?
For coming in on weekends?
Overtime, yeah.
Yeah, I get OT for that.
Okay. And is it considered, I mean, you called me, I'm trying to read between the lines here. Tell me what that's making you feel like. Because obviously you want to go to HR, you want to go because you don't want to do this, but you feel you have to do it.
Yeah. She can be really lovely sometimes, really nice, really accommodating to my schedule when I have to do errands and have to leave early maybe.
Yeah.
But other times, especially during the pandemic, we work in healthcare.
Yep.
She's been out a whole lot. And so I feel like I've been carrying the weight of the department.
Yeah.
And I'm a little resentful. I'm becoming more resentful because she's salaried and I am hourly.
Yeah.
So there's been times when she says she's working from home and I check our tasks for the day at the end of the day and I see that nothing got done that she said she would handle. So I'm like, you're working from home, but you're not actually working, but you're getting paid for it. Meanwhile, I'm physically here getting the work done, and I'm not getting paid as much as you.
Yeah. So what would you do if you could snap your fingers and resolve this? How many hours a week would you just go 40, no overtime at all, and she just picks up her slack? Would you do some? I mean, tell me what your desired outcome is.
My perfect outcome would be I work my 40 hours and there's more of a boundary between what are her tasks and what are my tasks.
Okay. So no overtime and she needs to pick up some slack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe some overtime.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, so this is tough. And I'm going to address it, but I have one more question. Do you love this work? Is this the career path you want to be on? Is this affording you a ladder to keep growing despite all this stuff?
That's my other qualm with it is that at this point, I don't see much opportunity for growth at this facility that I'm at. I could apply for a director position at another facility, but here there is really no opportunity for growth.
All right. Now this is good. So same company, different facility. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, I can.
And would you need her recommendation and a glowing report to be able to do that, and then would it help that, and that would be a promotion as well, correct, if you did that?
Yes.
Okay, so this changes my answer. No, don't go to HR, because if HR brings this up and brings this to her, you didn't bring it up direct, so she's going to feel like you went around her back. And I'm not saying you did anything wrong if you do that. I'm just saying, think about the human element. How would you feel? It just puts too much potential yuck into this already not cool situation, right? Yeah. So, the reason we don't go to HR on this, and I'm going to also suggest don't go to her about this, because I think you now have a get out of jail free card if you position this the right way, and I'm going to tell you how to position it. You want to grow. Hey, there's an open position over here, and I want to move into that role. And you've trained me, and I've done so much with you, and the pandemic has offered me a lot of opportunity to do things that you do, and I want more. I want to grow professionally, and obviously that helps me grow economically. You know, if I grow my responsibility, I can grow my income. And I'd like to apply for this down the road, or I'd like to apply for this now, and I'd love your recommendation. Or you don't go to her at all if you don't need her recommendation that much. But I just think that's weird. You don't want her to find out about you leaving if somebody contacts her anyway. So I like going to her, and let's position as I want to grow, I want to do this. And I want to go over here because there's an opportunity to step up, and you've trained me so well, and I've been able to learn so much with you, because she is lovely sometimes. So let's focus on the lovely, and let's get out of there. Here's my point. You understand why? There is no growth there.
Right.
So that's issue number one. Issue number two, all the overtime and her being a poor leader right now. There's something going on in her world. She's hurting. Something's going on. You can't fix that. So there's no point in trying to fix that with her by confronting this. It's just not going to play out. And so I'd rather you say, let's find something else and move on. There's no ladder in this current building that you're in. So let's go find something else, and let's see if she can be an advocate for you and help you get that. Then you just kind of avoid it. You really avoid the unnecessary confrontation because it's just not necessary. Let's get you out of there. You've reached your lid. So let's go somewhere else. Time for a new container. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, definitely.
And by the way, it takes care of all this junk underneath.
Yeah.
You're just in a situation where you're under a poor leader. Now, you better pay attention to this and go, I'm going to get the opportunity to lead. I want the opportunity to lead. You just told me. So now you go, oh, boy. And I want you to start looking at her as a wounded leader. She's not a healthy leader. Maybe she may not be just a good leader. She probably may just not know how to do it. Right? So you give her grace. And then you go, what do I learn from this? And now it's time for me to move on. But this is your sign. It's time to move on. Big neon flashing sign.
I see it.
How's that feel?
A little bit scary.
Yeah.
Because I'm very good at my job, and I do enjoy the work that I do here, and I get along with my colleagues.
So here's the deal. Don't jump.
Time for growth.
Don't jump.
Yeah.
Now, what you could say in the interim is, hey, I'm starting to get overloaded. As you know, I love to step up. I've been doing the overtime. I need a little bit of a respite. You can do that in the meantime. But the point is, keep your attitude good, be grateful. And I'm not telling you to jump. So there's no reason to be scared. If I said, Danny, you got to jump today, yeah, you should be scared. You don't have anything to jump to. But that's not what I said. So remember, fear can lie to us. Fear can protect us, and fear can lie to us. If you're planning to jump off a cliff today and quit with no job, you should be afraid. But if you're going to go find something else and really build a bridge to that and move into that, and you're not going to interrupt your income, and you do love what you do, she's lovely to you a lot of the time, well, then there's nothing to be afraid of. Make sense?
Yes.
So no fear, Danny. No fear.
All right.
You got this?
Yes.
You better believe you do. I believe in you, Danny. You got this. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the giggle of freedom. I'm free. I'm free to pursue this. And I just got to be smart about it. We don't have any idiots that call this show. We don't have any imbeciles. And if I need to remind you of that, I will. But listen, the minute I start telling people, oh yeah, throw caution to the wind, jump off the cliff, who cares if you don't know what's down there? Well, then Madison is instructed to shoot me with a tranquilizer dart, drag me out of the studio, and get rid of me. Because that's a bunch of motivational gibberish that gets people in trouble. I'm not here to be a snake oil salesman and tell you, you got this, you can do anything you want to do. No, you can't. You cannot do anything you want to do. Oh, Ken, I don't like that. That's not very positive. Well, I'm positive that when people tell you that, they're lying to you. Now, I'll tell you what you can do. You can be great at what you were created to do. You can love doing what you were created to do. But if I go try to dunk a basketball without the help of a trampoline on a 10-foot goal, guess what, Nathan? I can't dunk a basketball without a trampoline. And honestly, with a trampoline, at almost 47 years of age, I question whether or not I could do that without knocking my head into the backboard or going into the pole. Most likely, I wouldn't jump with enough force, and I would go headlong into the pole. Okay? Look, folks, I'm just telling you. We're not prescribing that you do something crazy and scary and risky. That's the lie that fear tells you. That's the lie that doubt tells you. That if you get on purpose and you go after this thing, well, that you're going to risk everything. No, you're not. Let's do it well.